You're probably wondering why I'm sitting in this play area for kids. It's for a very specific reason, and I want to share a quick little story with you. The other day, a friend of mine began crying to me over lunch. He was sobbing, actually, because he'd come to the realization that the last 14 years of his life were completely wasted. And it wasn't because of what you might think. He was sobbing because he walked into his house on a regular Thursday after a long day at the office and felt empty. Worse than that, his son had just hit the winning home run in his first varsity baseball game, and the only reason he even knew that was because his wife texted him. You see, my friend hardly saw his two children grow up. In fact, he'd never been to any of their games, recitals, school functions, or any of their life, really. He'd spent his entire life working to support them and was now realizing that they don't even know him. I sat there, I wanted to cry with him. I mean, have you ever felt so bad for someone else that your heart just really hurt? What was even worse was that I was kind of living the polar opposite of his life. So rather than try and console him at that time, I challenged him. I wanted him to use that horrible pain as fuel to make a massive shift in his life. So I shared a story with him that I'd like to share with you now. The other day, my son Shia, who was about to turn 5, we're driving in the car, and he starts sharing a story about one of his friends from school and how this friend's dad has to leave his house to go to work, and that the son doesn't really get to play with him or doesn't get to see him. And my son asked me, what does that mean? And it was that moment that I realized what I'd spent the last 5+ years building for myself. You see, for me, I built a lifestyle using digital tools and technologies that are available to you, just like they are to me, to make sure that I never miss a day with my children. I've seen my son and now daughter grow up in our house every single day. I get to go upstairs from my office on any given moment and play with them, whether it's for 5 minutes or an hour, because that's what I feel like doing. So when someone asks me what does digital lifestyle mean, I think it means a whole lot of things to a whole lot of different people. But ultimately, the overarching concept is digital lifestyle provides you with freedom. Digital lifestyle is a whole new ballgame, a whole new arena that people are getting to play in to create freedom-based lifestyles. Whether that's freedom to travel around the world, whether that is freedom to make money doing something that you're absolutely passionate about that lights you up and gets you out of bed, or like me, it's freedom to spend as much time as I want with my family and my kids. The money is fantastic. Travel is fantastic. To me, the most important part when I started this journey was to create a life that allowed me to be with my kids without having to ask a boss for permission, without having to get a job that allows me 2 weeks off to have that luxury. And that, to me, is the impact of actually putting in the work to create this kind of digital lifestyle. And thanks to my mentors, thanks to the Six Figure Mentor community, I've been able to build that kind of lifestyle for myself and then train thousands of others to do the same for themselves. So the question you really have to ask is not what is digital lifestyle, it's what would be the life that I want to create for myself? What would be the freedom that I want to fight to achieve? And then go and educate yourself around how to do that. The tools and technologies are here. So there you have it, my friend. Hopefully that opened your eyes to what's possible. If you're interested in finding out more about how you can make that kind of profound shift in your life, like that I did for myself, then I'm happy to share it with you just like I did with my friend. In fact, I've made it super simple. So if you click on the link in the video right now, you can grab a completely free video series similar to the one I watched 5 years ago that changed the course of my life. And if you don't want to end up being the parent that your kids don't even know, if your job is sucking away your life, if you just know that there has to be a better way, this video series is for you. So just click on the link in the video right now, and at the very least, give yourself the chance at this type of freedom. You'll be grateful that you did. And if this story reminded you of a friend living the same kind of life, feel free to share it with them as well. Life is too short. Family, love, connection are way more important than the job that you hate. So do something about it. So just click the link in the video right now and we'll share with you that free video series, and you can go on to start making that kind of profound change in your life today.